Hello again, everyone. This is Atram, and today we're doing another cube draft because, well, cube drafts. Um, Now today I'm going to have also learned my lesson and done a Swiss so that there are more videos for everyone because, well, clearly I suck at playing cube, so we won't even try to sugarcoat that one. Looking at this pack, there's some fun stuff in it. There's Elspeth from Theros. There's Jit, which is the card I've already highlighted for now. Mine's Desire, if you want to try for Storm again. I actually really do like playing Storm in this. It just completely dies if you screw up. Shackles is pretty awesome. Kukusho's great. Wood Elves are great. Rampant Growth's great. I kind of want to try doing Storm again, but I really just don't want to let this Jit fly by me, so I'm going to pick the Jit and just kind of see what gets past me from there. Alright, let's see what we got going on here. Ooh, that could be fun. There is Recurring Nightmare in this pack. We could always go all in on Recurring Nightmare. Go for a Reanimator deck. Master Waves is good. Fetchland, good. Chain Lightning, good. Ooh. My bad, sorry. Yeah, I think we'll just grab the Recurring Nightmare and see if we can make a deck out of it. So we got a Jit and a Recurring Nightmare. That's pretty good for my first two picks, honestly. I mean, I'm not upset by them. We'll grab that. Alright, what have we got here? Lingering Souls works out nicely with Jit. Treachery. Pick 3 Treachery. That's an interesting question. Shardless Agent for the Cascade effect. If we could get our deck right, we could have it so that like we cascade straight into Jit right off of it. Or something else that's just as ridiculously powerful as that. That would require me to go Bug. If I go Lingering Souls, we're just into black-white so far, which is better for us mana base wise, but well, there's no guarantees that anything will turn out fine from that. I might take the Lingering Souls because I like how powerful of a card it can be. Alright, let's see what we got going on here. Shadowmage Infiltrator. Very, very good. Yogg's Will. Very good in the Storm deck if you can play it right. There's a video I didn't record where I totally screwed that up. Yeah, I totally screwed that up. But that's neither here nor there. There's Sensei's Divining Top. Again, very good. Animate Dead helps us go in with the Recurring Nightmare Reanimation theme. Maybe what we take. I like a Shadowmage Infiltrator, especially because it just gives us another evasive guy to equip to our Jit, and he draws cards. Yeah, it's a toss-up between these two for me. I'm going to take the Animate Dead and just kind of say, screw it, we're going all in on the Reanimator plan, apparently. Una's Prowler is good for Reanimator because she'll allow us to discard cards that we need to discard, which will then allow us to Recurring Nightmare and Animate Dead them. As a following of that train of thought. And she doesn't take us out of our current just white-black coloration either, so that helps. I like a Baleful Strix too, though, if you want to get the blue into the Reanimator, because then you can sack that to get something back with Recurring Nightmare, and then sack something to get it back and keep drawing cards, and it just kind of keeps going on and on. But we're going to take the Una's Prowler for now. Geist Stain Trap's powerful on his own. Let's see here. Could grab Liliana's Reaver and technically animate our opponent's dead? Yeah, that could work. We'll do that. I need to switch this back. Okay, so we still haven't found any big creatures yet, which is kind of unfortunate so far. I think I'm going to grab the mana fixing of the Orzhov Basilica for now. Just because I feel like it'll help us a little bit towards consistency. Ancient Tomb's pretty cool for us too, but I think this is better for us right now. Alright, what do we got going on here? Nantuko Shade. I've played with that card once or twice before, and it is really powerful. It just comes out of nowhere and just goes, oh hey, I'm huge, kill my opponent. So I will highlight it for now because none of these other cards, aside from maybe Desperate Ravings, does anything for me. I suppose I could do the Hideaway with Windbrisk Heights, but I'm going to go for what I have my main color in right now. So it's either Disenchanted Journey to Nowhere. I'm going to take the Journey to Nowhere. Yeah, that seems fine. Okay. Shriek Moth. It's removable, and it's a creature. It'll do. Well, there we go. We got our first thing that we can reanimate, I suppose. Zara the Dreadful. Destroy a target creature. Can't be regenerated. Flying. It's something. Well, we can splash blue for the Shadow Mage Infiltrator, I suppose, if we need to. We'll consider it at the very end, when everything starts to come together, because you never know, we might hit more blue cards that are worthwhile, so we'll have to keep it all in mind. Figure it out. Oh my. I'm tired. I'm not tired because it's late. I'm tired because I spent forever doing pre-releases and now I'm just straight up exhausted. I took the day off work today so that way I could rest and apparently do Q. So that's a good reason to take a day off work, right? Nothing wrong with that. I didn't call in sick or anything, just use some leave time that I built up, so it feels like it's a fine idea to me, and it seems to be going good so far. Let's see what our last pick that we're handed here is, and if it helps us. What are we getting this? Pack 1, pick 15. So far we have 2 little blue guys, so I mean, blue's not unreasonable. And a Pattern of Rebirth. It's a cool card, but it does nothing for us, so we will hide that. Towards that storm deck I got to liking to build. Maybe if we grab some crazy enchantment, she could work. Either that or we're grabbing something like Tanglewire. None of these cards really work well in our deck. So I suppose we could make do with Mutavault. That could be something. But again, none of these cards are actually exceptional in our deck. So we're just gonna grab the Academy Rector and see if we get something crazy to use it with. Huh. Okay. I can take the Grave Robber. I would take someone like Bob, but my curve's not going to be low enough for Bob, I don't think. So I'm going to kind of just... Yeah. I don't think my curve's going to be low enough for Bob. Seems best just to take someone like the Grave Robber, or we could take Cloud Goat Ranger instead, because it synergizes better with Burning Nightmare. So I'll take the Cloud Goat Ranger now that I think about it. Okay, so our main choices in this pack here, with our current base for our deck, would be Quasicolios for mana fixing, Necropotence, but Necropotence, if we're discarding a card, we exile it, which makes Una's Prowler really bad for us, because we don't actually get to reanimate the stuff, we just exile the stuff. It makes me a little iffy on Necropotence. Night's Whisper could be good, just because it reaches deeper into our deck for us. So does, yeah, I guess Skeletal Scrying is not bad for us, but it doesn't do a lot of good for us. I'm gonna grab the Night's Whisper. Oh, there's a good reanimation target. Nice, good old Angel Serenity, you know, just to help with the top curve up there. Maze of Ith, and there's an Entomb there. Wonder if I take the Entomb and see if the Angel Serenity will wield just because it's got the triple white ends cost. I don't want to have to put it up to chance with that, but the Entomb helps us find what we're looking for, and so I'm going to take the Entomb. You can take a Living Death as another animation, in fact. Or I could take, like, Watery Grave or Brainstorm or something like that, which doesn't really help me a lot. I'll take Living Death, see what the heck happens. This deck kind of still needs a lot of work to build itself. Alright, what have we got going on here? Well, Terminus, Tragic Slip could be pretty good. We can't reanimate Progenitus because it'll just shuffle back unless we have, like, makeshift mannequin. So, we won't do that. I mean, I could just cut the Terminus so it's not there. Or I could hold it and maybe use it for myself. That's an iffy one, I think. Alright, so my choices here are going to be Exhume or Guldra's Assassin. I'm going to take the Assassin. If someone wants to play Exhume against us, we're probably going to have something decent in our graveyard by that point, or we could say, like, in response to Exhume, Entomb, find something huge and Exhume it. I'm fine with that. So our choices here are either going to be Nerkatol, or Necrotol. Dang, I can't even speak today, apparently. 8.5 Tails, which is actually pretty good, because we can give our stuff pro white and make everything pro white, or everything white. That's actually probably pretty decent. I mean, white's more of a splash right now, but I think I'm going to take that. Because it just can counter all of our opponent's removal. It's either going to be Lake of the Dead or Vampire Hexmage. Lake of the Dead is going to help us to boost out our bigger stuff quicker. But Vampire Hexmage is probably more versatile for us just because we can blow up any Planeswalker with the damn thing. Bloodgift Demon. Yeah, that seems fine. I'm not going to complain with Bloodgift Demon at this point. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, I'm just scared about what the Necropotence would do to our deck, so I'm going to take the Skeletal Scrying. Frantic Search could work if we end up splashing the blue. I'm just going to quickly power through these last few picks here. That pack, because it seemed to be moving quickly. So I grabbed a few things there. I guess we got Progenitus back, not that we're going to play it, but we got Progenitus back. The Exhume didn't come back, which means someone did actually pick that up, which could make for a kind of funny game when we go like Entomb in response to Exhume and they go, oh, crap. So, we'll see what happens here. Blood Baron's pretty good for our deck. Makeshift Mannequin. We might grab the Makeshift Mannequin just to see if we can pull off like Entomb, Makeshift Mannequin, Entomb Progenitus, response, Makeshift Mannequin, put it onto the field. I like the Blood Baron a lot, but I think that would be truly hilarious to try to pull off. Which means it's what we gotta go for. Right? Right. It is a definite toss-up. I would really like that Blood Baron in our deck. I mean, like, I would really like it. Like, to the point where I really kind of almost want it. But the Makeshift Mannequin would just work out so perfectly. Which is more likely to wheel? This card can be played in black anything. This card's required to be played in black white. But this card's just so powerful that people will just straight up pick it, even just to hate draft it. So is this probably. Oh, we're gonna take the Makeshift Mannequin. What the hell? We'll just do it. Ooh, Iona, more reanimation targets. See, we're finally getting some good reanimation targets here. Sound Spectre. Yeah. Yeah. We'll take the Iona. So we can technically reanimate a Hydra Avatar. So, there. That will be my goal for this draft, to reanimate a Hydra Avatar. Because, yeah, I'm not going to play 2 of every land. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just not. There's no reason for me to. No. The only way we will get that thing onto the field is to reanimate it. Yeah. It's gonna be awesome like that. Looking at this, the first 2 things I see are Hymn to Turok and Decree of Justice. I think I grabbed the Hymn to Turok because that card can be very good against decks, especially if they're trying to do something combo-y or whatnot. If we go up against another reanimator build, which since we've grabbed a lot of the reanimator stuff, I'd be surprised if we do. We just board it out at that point, basically. Okay, so there's Buried Alive here for allowing us to get even more stuff into our graveyard, which is probably perfectly fine. The other options here are Factor Fiction, if we are doing the little blue splash, or Night Veil Spectre, which we can cast off almost all black, but also if we're splashing blue, it helps us to cast it. So, something to consider. I'm going to grab the Buried Alive, though, because I think it's just overall more synergistic with the plan that we're going for. So, we'll take Buried Alive. Alright, what have we got here? A Plain Swamp. That's what we've got here. We will take Scrub. land on this pack. The other cards, there's some counter magic. There's a Plague Sliver, I guess. I don't really know why you'd ever really want to be playing Plague Sliver, except that he's a 5/5/4, I suppose, which is not bad. But I feel like there's much more you can be doing in the cube. And so, overall, I think my real choices with this are going to be my dual lands with this pack. So, we will grab one of our dual lands, and we'll take the original one over the 50. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. We have Gravecrawler, which we don't have many actual zombies, so Gravecrawler's kind of weaker than I'd like. We have Stupor to make our opponents continue discarding cards while we do our reanimation shenanigans. We have Wall of Reverence, which could help hold down the field early and then be sacrificed later for Recurring Nightmare. I think I will take that one. So yeah, I think I'll take the Wall of Reverence. Or do we take Celestial Purge? I'm actually going to do a last minute opt into Celestial Purge because that card just kills our deck. I mean, literally. Bam, 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 bam. Kills that. Kills that. Kills that, kills that. Kills enough stuff that I can actually just physically start pointing at things down the list, which means I'm not going to mess around with leaving that around. Okay. So in this pack, we have a Nightscape Familiar, which is better in the Storm deck, so we won't bother with that. We have a Graveborn Muse, which can draw us cards. Do we have any other zombies in here? Let's see. The only zombie we have, I think, is Liliana's Repriever, which is fine. I'm going to take the Wall of Omens now, because I feel like it's better for us. Alright, we're going to splash the blue now, because it's Gifts and Givens here, which... What did we grab from this pack originally? Was this our pack with the makeshift mannequin? Yeah, it was. Okay, so the Blood Baron didn't come back, which I guess the simple statement is, duh. Of course it didn't come back. Gifts and Givens pretty good for us though, so I'm not going to complain. Since we're going to be splashing the blue, I'm going to take Impulse. Or maybe Helmar Depths, but I think Impulse is fine. Soren's Thirst, I guess. Not really super crazy about it, but it could help. Bane of the Living or Molten Tail Masticore. I'm not really in the mood to exile all my creatures from my graveyard because I'm going to be using them in there. So I'll take the Bane of the Living. Fetid Heath seems fine to me. Let's see. Last two picks are going to be Gravecrawler, I suppose? Sure, I mean, I'm not really going to use them, but it's a Gravecrawler. And there's another zombie or two I might use them, and a Narcolepsy. Whatever. I won't complain with it. It's all decent stuff. Okay, so now we gotta go through the actual deck building process here. So, because I'm just insane like that, we're gonna put in the Hydra, we're gonna put in Iona, we're gonna put in Vizara, we're gonna put in Cloudgoat Ranger, Bloodgift Demon, Shriekmaw, Living Death, this, not this, not this, not that. Definitely this, 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 this. Yes. Probably. Yes. Maybe. Maybe. No. No. Yeah, we probably need that. That. No. Probably worth it. No. Maybe. Put that in maybe. Jit is a yes. Delphin Strix is a yes. Assassin's probably a yes. Entombed's probably a yes, at which point we're already over. Interesting enough, that Angel Serenity never came back to us, which has me interested. Who the heck bothered to take that? Alright, right now we're staying at 12 creatures, which just doesn't feel like quite enough, but, I mean, I could, but with Cube you tend to end up playing less creatures, though I could also see going with those two. I mean, we got a whole bunch of nice black-white lands here. I think I like In the Half-Tails better than the Nantuko Shade in this case, even though we're a little lighter on the whites, but with our 4 lands here it helps us a little more. Mainly because the Nantuko Shade will protect our big guys that we're going to get out. I mean, this guy clearly doesn't need protection. He's throw everything. Well, let's see. If I finish doing the deck like this, I end up with, what, 15 lands or something like that, which is far too few, but let's just, no. Oh wait, yes. I do want some of those. Is it worth having in this deck? I mean, the blue's good, don't get me wrong. But is it worth having? What happens if we cut the blue? This is just me looking at it in a consistency standpoint. What happens if I cut the blue, add it back in all the good black stuff that we're missing out on? So here. Gets us 23 cards. Suggest no. I'm not hard casting a frigging Progenitus. What the hell is wrong with you? Who the hell wants to hard cast a friggin' Progenitus? The answer is not me. I'd want to put the Hymn to Tourach in here if we're going with this build. Does Wall of Omens actually do enough for me? I mean, it barely even carries a Jit at all. I mean, the obvious cut would just be the Hydra, but shenanigans and stuff, so no, not cutting the Hydra. I'm going to play that shenanigans, and I'm going to do it once during this draft. I have decided on it. Can't stop me. Even though you probably are like, no, just cut the damn Hydra already. I won't. I refuse. So I'm going to cut a better card than the Hydra, because I'm crazy like that, apparently. I don't think we need the Living Death. It may be a pseudo board wipe in some cases, but if you think on it on the reanimation aspect, we already got 3 very good reanimation spells. Animate Dead, Recurring Nightmare, Makeshift Mannequin. So, I'm not really too worried about it, and we have 2 good ways to get things into the graveyard to help thin out the deck too. Again, thus, I'm not too worried about it. I think this is fine. Let's see, how many white? Let's just do a manual count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 white sources. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 playable. So our white to black ratio should be about 2 to 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's not quite 2 to 1, but I think this should be fine on the mana base. So I'm going to submit with that. And apparently I was the last person to submit, too. So this video is just going to end up being a little bit longer because it's going to jump me straight into game 1. And I'm just not going to take a break then. Sounds wonderful. Let's get to it. As we stare at a screen, waiting. There we go. Okay, so we won the die roll. We'll play first. Well, we got a bunch of 2-drops, so that's good, right? No, mulligan. If I hit 4 mana, I can bring back Iona off of, I can go discard, bring back Iona, boom. So, yeah. Or on 2 mana, I can do it once I see what he's playing. What are you playing? You're playing blue. The question is, are you playing any other color aside from blue? You're like, no, you can't have your Una's Prowler. And I'm like, that's sad. I want my Una's Prowler so I could get turn 3 Iona, stopping your counterspell. Shenanigans. That's fine. You're playing blue-red. Okay. We'll just Knight's Whisper then. Cast Knight's Whisper and then we'll do Orja Basilica. Which is fine. Boing. Alright, so our opponent is currently on blue-red, which is whatever. Meh. Next turn I can play out 8.5 Tails. Oh, blue, red, black. They're on Grixis. Okay. With the Jace, they'll draw a card. That's fine. Yep. Your turn stuff. Sure. Remember not 8.5 Tails and the Nantuko Shade here. So, 8.5 Tails. Nantuko Shade. There you go. Got to run out 2 of those things, both a double black and a double white card on turn 4. That's not bad at all. He's like, I'll draw another card with this Jace before it dies. What is our Grixis player doing here? It's like holding up counter magic, because counter magic. No, they're not holding up counter magic. Or maybe they still are. We don't know yet. Mana War? Okay, you can bounce the Shade. Okay, that's fine. You can still kill Jace. Actually, that allows me to kill Jace. It's fine with me. Yeah, that'll work. So we'll say you gain for a white. We'll then say you are white. I'm gonna recast an Nantuko Shade. And then I'm going to fuck Jace up. Sorry. Bad language. I know. I apologize. I sincerely apologize. Alright, so now the fun part is I can start making that thing white pro white, and then just pumping this thing and hitting it for 5 each turn next turn. So Yeah, I mean, he's like, okay, I'll swing with this thing, and then he's probably gonna do some sort of wrath effect, would be my guess. Because anything else is just not gonna help him too much right now. Mm-hmm. What's he got? Like damnation, probably. Oh, no, just to see a Gate Oracle. What if? What if? Now, if I want to be real techy, at the end of my next turn, I can, or on my next turn, I could makeshift mannequin the Una's Prowler and then animate dead Iona, naming Blue because he's played 4 blue spells so far. Or I could just continue to attempt to beat the ever-loving crap out of it. I think we're just going to journey to nowhere, the Seagate Oracle, and continue to beat the ever-loving crap out of our opponent. What do you think? Well, you can't answer me, so we're going with what I think. And we're just going to work on beating some crud out of this guy. Bam. Well, he's got a lot of mana now. I mean, it's equal to us. But he's got a lot of mana, so he should have options. An Electrolyze? Oh, that's just mean. I guess the other one's going at me. Yeah, that's fine. Whatever. That's Sensei's Divining Dot. That's another land. Smack. I'm not making a protection first because if he blocks, I'm fine with it, and then I'll make my Hypro it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's what I thought. Sure, you can do your top stuff. Whatever. Enjoy playing around with your top, sir. And he's going to combat. And he's going to swing at me with a Manowar. Owie. I got hit by a stingray. Or, not a stingray. Jellyfish. I know what I'm talking about. I swear I do. That is a worm coil engine. That's pretty big. Yeah, that's something. I'm going to get this Iona on the field here. Wait, discard. Well, yes, that's why we discarded it. Iron Step, so that way we get the extra power for our turn. Yeah, blue seems to be your primary color, so we're just gonna go ahead and run that out. gonna make sure we leave up enough mana for 8.5 tails to do 8.5 tails stuff. Although I do want to run out my Cloud Goat Ranger, but I'd rather have 8.5 tails do 8.5 tails stuff. Make it white. Make it pearl white. Lock. Well, guess what? Your Wurmcoil died. Go to combat. Smash your face in. Turns out, great inclusion in any deck. Oh, what's he trying to do? He's trying to top. Alright, you spin that top. And you can see. So see, that worked out well. Apparently we just gotta play Reanimator. Go figure. Play a good strategy. Win with good strategy. Huh. Interesting. Still wish I could splash for like Gibson given and stuff, but I think it'd just lower the consistency too much. Yeah. I don't know how good Shriekmaw is going to be working against him, because his only big creature I saw was Wurmcoil Engine. Maybe I use something silly like Skeletal Scrying. That 3 creature cards? Yeah, that's not what we want. To be scrying. That's not what we want to be using Skeletal Scrying after, because we really don't want to be getting rid of all our creatures in order just to have to exile them all. And if you can't, yeah. Just gonna say I know where I'm going with that, even if it didn't sound coherent. Bane of Living could be interesting. I think I'm gonna board out the Shriekmaw and board in the Bane of Living. If he plays something that I need Shriekmaw back in against, guess what? I can board back in the Shriekmaw. I'm up a game. It's gonna be a dab slow, but I like it. I mean, these two guys can be very powerful. So, we'll roll with it. See what the hell happens. Now, I mean, I guess apparently I have to be aware of Force Spike because I got Force Spiked last game. Yeah. Stuff like that just happens. And he's shucking stuff in so he can play what? Jace? Hi Jace, how's it going, Jace? Good. Whatever. He's like, I want a Howling Mine for 3 turns. Sure. I'm like, whatever, you can have a Howling Mine for 3 turns. I don't care. Huh. Okay, so we're gonna have our chance here to do what I said I was going to do during this. And then if he has Damnation, I'm going to be very sad. But next turn, I'm going to run out the Liliana's Reaver, try to bait a counterspell. Turn after, on his end step, I'm going to go Entomb, Progenitus, Makeshift Mannequin. Ah, crap. Okay, there's a train that's going to pass by my apartment here very soon. I apologize for the background noise. It's just going to be there. So I can hear it coming right now. It's just a little ways off. We'll run out this reaver here. Hopefully it won't be blowing its whistle too much, but it's the middle of the day, so chances are it will. Yep. I apologize for the background noise. Again, profusely. I'm actually going to just cover up my microphone for a little bit. Well, alright. It's in the process of passing now. Don't know how close it would be for a whistle blowing, but we'll figure it out. Seems to have gone far enough that it's not going to be bad. That's fine. Good. Good, good, good. Alright. I don't want to save up mana to do stuff, but if he has like a force of will or something, that could turn out bad for us. We'll see what he opts to do, and hope that he taps out maybe. If we get real lucky, he will tap out, and we will just totally blow him out of the water with Progenitus here. Come on, tap out. Come on, tap out. Please tap out. Just a little tap out. Maybe? You know you want to. You know you want to. Float a black. That's fine. Come on, tap out and play like that Worm Coil or something. You know you want to. Oh, okay, that's the top. Crap. I'm not gonna play it straight into counter magic, so we'll have to work on baiting counter magic here over the next few turns. This might bait some counter magic. Or not. Whatever. The issue is, since he played Force Spike, I don't know exactly how much counter magic the guy's playing. So I have to be careful about it. Next turn, I could play Vampire Hexmage, though. Do some stuff. And then be pretty good about things. Because Vampire Hexmage may or may not bait a counterspell since he's got 2 walkers out there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here's one try of being able to cast Nicol Bolas, which would be freaking scary. We've drawn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards off Chase so far. That seems pretty good. I suppose if he tapped out on his turn right now, I might consider just running things out there on my turn, even though that gives him a chance to do something silly with like Damnation or something. And actually, he could cast Nicol Bolas right now. That is really scary. If he's casting Nicol Bolas, I'm going to just kind of be very, very sad. Oh. Yeah, I don't care about that. That's fine. You can have that. It's difficult knowing what counterspell you can have to play around, so kind of just gotta be careful with everything. So, we'll run out the Vampire Hex Mage and try to kill off one of his walkers. That should be a counterspell, I guess. If he had one. You know what? I'm just gonna kill Ralzeric. Because bad Ralzeric, you die. My guess is he doesn't actually have a counterspell on him. Otherwise, or he didn't realize that Vampire Hexmage killed Planeswalkers, but I feel more like he just didn't have a counterspell on him. I'm gonna at least grant it that my opponent's probably got some semblance of magic knowledge. Sure, you can Mana War, my guy. I'm fine with it. I'll allow it. Especially if you use the rest of that 4 mana that you're holding up there. So he's not holding up double blue, which most counterspells aside from like Mana Leak require double blue. Interesting. The way he tapped makes me think that he probably doesn't actually have the counterspell. Oh goodness. I think we'll try it. I think we will try it on his end step. Oh, now he definitely doesn't have a counterspell, unless he reveals Force of Will. At which point, then I'm just going to be sad and scared. Okay, so he's got Vampiric Tutor, so that's something. Alright, balls to the walls, man. Balls to the walls. Entomb. Virginis. What the fuck? Oh, come on. Did the trigger just resolve? Oh, doesn't that put a trigger on the stack? What the hell? Ah, frick. Okay, apparently the game just decided to not put... I thought that put a trigger on the stack. I am now going to have to look that up, because I swore that put a trigger on the stack for it. I'm sorry, I'm using the Gatherer right now, because I'm KO'd at that. That should have been awesome. Virginia. Okay, what the heck goes on here? Doesn't this put a trigger on the stack? Play your can still be affected by... If Progenitor should be put into a graveyard from anywhere, reveal it and shuffle it into its opponent's library. Okay, I think it doesn't work the way I was hoping it does. Well, that's bullshit. And it's getting cut from my deck after the start. This game. That is pure bullshit. Pure bullshit. Not happy about it at all. At all. Yeah, you heard me. Double at all. I'm just not happy about it. Bullshit. Well, he's got this game because I was trying to do a combo that I can't do. Because Progenitus doesn't work like an Eldrazi, which is very sad. And there's more train whistles. What the frick is going on? I guess there's a train going the other direction. One moment here. Okay. I think it's done. kind of weird with the trains near me because there's like one conductor who likes to blow his whistle 1,000,000,000 times as he passes, and then there's the other ones who blow their whistle like once or twice while they're a little ways off in the distance, so it's not that bad. But then there's the one guy who just likes blowing the whistle every single chance he gets. I don't know. It's kind of a nuisance. Oh, sneak attack. Wonderful. What you get me sneak attacking? I mean, you got sneak attack for a reason, right? So sneak attack something. Demonic tutor. That would have been nice for me. That and the vampire too. What you sneaking in? Sneak, sneak, sneak. Sneaky, sneaky, sneak. Oh, that's something to sneak in, I suppose. So, and you sacrifice it, right? So I'm just dead. Q. I'm just dead. Alright, so let's cut this Progenitus because, gosh, that made me feel stupid. And put back in the Shriekmaw here because no. Because no. What do I want to put in? I guess we could try something like Corrupt to get some life back at some point. This would actually probably be not bad because it gets rid of Sneak Attack. Celestial Purge. Get rid of that guy. Alright, we're gonna give it a shot with Celestial Purge because he's playing both black and red, so I have a feeling that it might work. That hand can't be played, and neither can this one. And this one really can't either, which makes me sad because I've drawn 3 1-landers in a row, which makes me feel sad. Okay, we hit another one. That helps. And this will get force back. No, it won't. Okay, I have a 3-1 to start doing something. At least that's helpful for having mold 5 on it. He's like, and I have a Nezumi Grave Robber. And I'm like, well, frack. Alright, just don't let anything go to my graveyard then. Yay! That makes life so easy, right? So we're just gonna be trading back blows for a bit here. I hit you, you hit me, we do stuff, and pretend like it actually does stuff. Another land for me. Which allows me to cast Lingering Souls, but kinda gotta be careful about casting Lingering Souls due to Nezumi Grave Robber's presence. Yeah. Oh, hi, Ral. How's it going? Going good? Going good, huh? Q. Bzzzt. Yeah. That's fine. Maybe I entomb something to give me an extra card in my graveyard. What would I entomb? Something that helps me here. Alright, let's entomb something. Destroy a target creature can't be regenerated. Recurring Nightmare could help too. If I do that, I have to draw a land right away. Otherwise it sucks like all hell for me. What are the chances I draw another land? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, I have 3 lands now. So I have 14 lands in the deck. So I have a 14 in 31. So it's slightly less than 50%. We're gonna go for it. Land? Ah, dang. Alright, Lingering Souls. problem is now he's just gonna start. He's gonna exile the Zara, and that's gonna be sad for me. See you, Bizarro. Nice knowing you. Bye bye. Oh well. I guess that's just life, huh? Sure. Now you get to cast something else, I suppose, right? Phyrexian Raider! Oh, okay. Whatever. So I think I beat up on Ral and then I play my Liliana's Reaver if I draw a land there. Or probably just flashback Lingering Souls. Alright. Okay, so right now I'm looking at flashing back Lingering Souls. The only thing we need to do is just keep Ralph from bolting things, so beyond that I don't really care. I'll just go for 4 power in the air. And at some point, if he does flip that thing, I can go like Bane of the Living, morph it for 2, kill everything on the field, and swing, I guess. I'll take it. Sure. I was doing so much with my mana. He's up to 6 right now, so that's something. 6 to 3. And I count. I'm not totally screwed or anything, am I? No, he just plays Kakusho. I'm not screwed at all. Himya. Oh, that's kind of interesting. Let's just get rid of the Ralzer. Everything's gonna piss me off otherwise. I only need to hit 2 with the Ralzer and 1 into him. So we swing at Ral with 3, 1 gets. Worst case, 1 gets blocked. Probably this one gets blocked, so it just doesn't take damage. And Ral just eats it all. Okay. So, Ral's dead, which is fine. Kakusho's still alive, which is not fine. Not at all. I don't have any land, which is also not fine. Yeah, I'm probably going to lose this game due to mana screw real quickly here, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, I'm screwed. And not in the mana way. Well, and in the mana way, but just not and not. Yeah, you get what I'm saying there. You know exactly what I'm saying. That's Chase. You can draw extra cards, sir. Yep. Whatever. Well, alright. We got a Jit. Yay, we got Jit. And we'll smack Jace for 1. Because I want him to make his both draw cards. Smack Jace for 1. If you want to draw any more cards off your Jace, well, if you don't want your Jace to just be a divination, you have to have this both draw cards. Oh, yeah, you have an image of a Kakusho. That's wonderful. What did you just do? Oh, right, that's what you just did. You imaged a Kakusho, and I died. Right. Well, alright everyone. That was match 1. I will see you in match 2. Where hopefully my deck redeems itself. Yay! See ya.